All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Live before lock. We get a fun one. We get a stressful one. I don't know if it'll be worse than Friday, but it's going to be a little bit more challenging because of some of the news that has come in already. Maybe less chaotic. Friday was chaotic enough. My wife and I almost got into like a spat over it. Not like a real one, but just trying to explain the chaos of like the late swap and all of that stuff. And I barely understand it, so it was hard. It was hard for anybody to understand it. And yeah, Maddie said Sneep season for in San Antonio. That was our craft. We did craft a little French vanilla Luke Cornett today. But anyways, we get a fun one. We get a special giveaway today for our guy, DJ Local. DJ Local was like, he wants to give back to the community. We get a Dominic Barlow, who is going to be somebody that projects well, that we're going to give away today. So all you got to do to get involved here, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put hashtag DJ Local into the chat. And I feel like we probably got to do the DJ Local drop, right?
DJ Local. Another one.
I might be wearing the same shirt. Sorry, it's officially happy hour, so we're pouring a little Brewha down here, little Alewife brewery. So that's fun. But yeah, we get a tough one. Today. Hey, I also want to plug one other thing. Hope you guys are cool with that. If you are into the fantasy sports stuff, which you are, we been posting a little Substackies. So every day I'm going to break down the slate in the morning so you can get a feel for it. If that's something you're into, go ahead and give that a little subby sub. Just going to share it into the link. It's got a full slate breakdown. Ahead so you can get ahead of things. I think it's useful for So Rare, for Underdog, and for other betting aspects that you might be messing around with. So we'll be doing this every single day. That's kind of how I start my process of getting ready for the fantasy street. So I figured, what better way than to share the good news, So let's just try to sift through tonight's action and then get a feel for the slate. This is a big one for your boy because if you tuned into the NBA bit, do I use a shock collar for my dog? No, I don't. Did you add writer to your bio? You're right. We should. We're going for 5K. I kind of buried the lead. Remember on Friday when you guys were in the chat being like, oh, pause the streak. This is a tough weekend. Mike. Pause the streak. No, we won't. You want to know why? Because we're out here. We're built different. We're going out here. Let's look at what our most recent game week was here. We kept both streaks alive. So we're going for 5 on one and I think 3 on the other. Limited champion, we came in 80th place, dropped to 287. Giannis Antetokounmpo to 56. Ant-Man with a 53. James #hard-on with an 85. B-Ball Paul with 33. And then Desmond Bain eked us in there for a cool $1,000. That was pretty sick. Means we're going for 5K. And then our limited contender, we finished 132nd. Also, by the way, this one finished. We had two lineups here across the threshold in contender. One for 199, another for 217. So there you have it. We are fresh and live for 5K here, going into this upcoming game week, and I think that should do it for me celebrating myself. Let's try to get a feel for tonight's slate. I'll kind of go over some of the injury stuff that we're waiting for here, and then hopefully some more news comes in. The slate locks at 7 today, which is kind of nice. But we got a couple of games. Bane with the photo finish. You're not lying, man. You're not lying. Little rebound putback kind of saved us there. So shut up, Desmond Bain. All right. So if we look at the slate tonight, we've got the Bucks and the Cavs. That's going to be the first game that tips off. Cavs are 7.5-point favorites. I'm going to go over to my injury stuff. You're not going to see it, but just so we can keep everybody up to date. So for the Cavs, Max Strus, Darius Garland, and Jalen Tyson are all out. That means Mitchell, Mobley, Allen, good to go. Hunter, good to go. I kind of think Lonzo Ball probably plays 20-plus minutes tonight. Sammy Merrill, 25, 27. Same thing with Craig Porter Jr. in the low teens, maybe mid-teens. I expect all three of Garland, Tyson, and Strus to miss most of this game week. Tyson might be back. Might be back sooner rather than later just because he's battling the concussion. I don't really know. On the Milwaukee side of stuff, they're a little bit healthier. They're still without KPJ and Torian Prince, but everybody else is good to go. You get the Pacers and the Pistons, and this is going to be like the real linchpin for tonight's action anyways. The Pacers, the good news is Benedict Mathurin is questionable, but it sounds like he's going to go. They're still without Quentin Jackson, Cam Jones, Aaron Nesmith, Obi Toppin, and Johnny Furphy. They're still shorthanded, but they do have Nembhard back now. They might have Mathurin back. I imagine Benny Math is on a minute restriction, so I don't necessarily think he can play him, but he's going to be there, and that just means the game might stay a little bit more competitive. On the Detroit side of things, that's where it's fishy. I don't know. The spread, right? This spread of 10.5. Oh, 10.5, but it's coming back down a little bit. Okay. My lean today on underdog was, I forgot to tweet this out, by the way, so we got to do it right now, was that Cade was not going to play. I started the morning thinking he was going to play, ended up saying he wasn't going to play. It's just a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of everything. I now kind of think he's not playing. I think they're going to look at this lineup of the Pacers and say we can get there without him. It does seem like Jalen Duren's going to be back, but that's like a big swing there. Asar Thompson also is questionable. We don't know if he's good to go. Hold on. We're going to tweet this out. We are live right now for Sorare NBA's live before lock. All right. We got to tweet it out. We got to tweet out. We got to grow up. You know what I'm saying? We got to grow up. We got to do a better job of this. Let's get the video up in there. Where's the video, girl? All right. Hold on one second. And then we'll get back to business. I promise. Also, I saw Gonzalo in there. I still owe you the giveaway. Realized that when I just saw you in there. All right, here we go. The tweet's out. All right. So let's keep going. Apologies. So, yeah, I kind of lean Cade's not going to play. And if Cade doesn't play and Thompson doesn't play, I mean, Duren is a smash. Beef Stew's probably going to be a good play. Well, I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. Clip City, bitch, and the 76ers Clippers are on a back-to-back tonight. 5.5-point spread. Sounds like Paulie George is going to be back for the 76ers. However, they're still without Embiid. Embiid sounds close, but he's not there yet. They're also without Kelly Oubre. So my guess is the starting five is something of like Maxey, Drum Dog, Millionaire, Edgecombe, Barlow. Maybe Paul George gets a start. Maybe he comes off the bench. Quentin Grimes is going to get a little bit more run. Watford will be out there, Justin Edwards, and so on and so on. Yeah, it is 2 rounders. I'll tell you right now, we're going to get to Toronto. I don't understand why they're not being drafted in every single one. They're in a nutted matchup. But anyways, Clippers here, Clip Cities. The Clippers are on a back-to-back, like I said. They are without Bradley Beal, Derek Jones Jr., Jordan Miller, and Kawhi Leonard. So Harden, he's projected through the moon. I'm a little bit nervous. I mean, I drafted a ton of them. I'm going to play him. But, God, he's played a lot of minutes in the last 2 days. Ivica Zubac is right there. John Collins should be out there, man. He should be out there a ton, but he's been bad. So Collins is out there. And then, listen, for, you so rare freaks, if Bogey doesn't go, because Bogey projects well, somebody like a Kobe Sanders, a Nick Batum, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what the Clippers are going to do. I don't love this game. I think it's going to be gross. All right, we need to take a sip here. Game of the night, though. Game of the game week, if you will. We got Heat and the Knicks. They played on Friday. They went for 270 whole-ass points. This is a 1.5-point spread. Unfortunately, Deuce McBride is playing tonight. I kind of wanted him out. But you got Cat, Mikal Bridges, Hart, Clarkson, Deuce, right? There's no OG. There's no Jalen Brunson. So Shamit Faye should get some run. Clarkson should get some run. Mitch Robb will be out there. But this is a great spot. Miami is always a pace-up spot. On the Miami side of stuff, they're still without Hero, but it sounds like he's getting closer. Terry Rozier might be in prison. And Bam Adebayo should be back sometime soon. So it's Jaime Hawkins Jr., Norman Powell, Wiggins, that kind of crew, all right? That kind of crew. I don't know what else. All right, we got a report that Asar Thompson is warming up, but no report on Cade yet. Interesting. All right, Charlotte Hornets and the Toronto Raptors. Speaking of those 2 rounders TK just talking about, I don't understand why this is 239.5 point total, right? Is this the third highest total on the slate? And these Raptors, like Emmanuel Quickly, Jakob Poeltl, RJ Barrett. Like, none of these guys are really getting drafted that regularly. I don't understand it. LaMelo is back. He's playing. I don't know what kind of minute restriction he's going to be on. For Toronto, Agbaji is doubtful. Battle is questionable. Both of those guys are projecting for 0. I don't expect them to go. So it's just Scotty, BI, IQ, Pirtle, and RJ. Those are the guys we're attacking here. On the Charlotte side of stuff, Mr. Cock is back. You got Sex Gods there, Musa Diabate, Con Canupo, Miles Bridges, LaMelo Ball, right? So they are fully healthy. They're only missing Grant Williams, Liam McNeely, Brandon Miller, who sounds like he's a little bit closer. I like this game. I feel like Charlotte can keep this competitive. Do you like the Cougs tonight? I don't like the Cougs. I don't. And do we trust Cornette? I think so. We'll get there when we get. We're almost there. We're almost there. Mavs and the Timberwolves. So Mavs have ruled out both Gafford and Lively. And man, they're on a back-to-back, an overtime game. Cooper and PJ both played 38 plus minutes. Musa Cisse, man, like, is he really gonna? Is Musa on so rare? Is Musa on so rare? Because if he is, this actually might be a great play. No, he's not. Right? Damn. All right, because I was going to say that would have been a great play. Because I think people are going to be like, oh, we should play Dwight Powell. But I don't think so. I don't think he should. I don't think he should. They're really shorthanded, man. Minnesota should blow the doors off. Like, I don't know how they keep this game close. You can go back to Brandon Williams, I think. I'm not playing Clay. It's like Cooper Flag, PJ, Brandon Williams, and that's it. That's it for me. Najee Marshall. Let's give Najee a shout, because in yesterday's overtime game, he still played 27 minutes. I mean, Najee's going to be out there, man. Dude, it might be Najee. It might be Najee. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I did say PJ Washington. Let's play a fucking drop, shall we?
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
Also, speaking of Derek Jones Jr., we were just talking about the Clippers. He's expected to miss 6 weeks. 6 weeks, man. Brutal. Timberwolves, like, whatever. There's nothing to say about the Timberwolves. OKC and the Pelicans. Zion is still questionable. Outside of that, OKC is pretty much good to go outside of J-Dub. And then you have the Nuggets and the Bulls. The Bulls are on a back-to-back here. I was no Kobe White tonight. It doesn't sound like Trey Jones is going to go either, but we are going to have, we do have Giddy Up. We do have Ayo Dosunmu. On Denver, we're still waiting on the news of Cam Johnson and Julian Strother. We know no Christian Brown, right? So that's what we have for tonight. But we have some like bigger news here, and that's Wembanyama is going to miss what sounds like is going to be a couple of weeks. So we've got, for the news that came in, Victor expected to miss a few weeks here. Derek Jones Jr. is going to miss at least 6 weeks. And then some Tuesday news, which is kind of concerning. Onyeka Okongwu, Risache, and Porzingis, all with Q tags. Now, I believe on the Sorare side of things, Atlanta only has one game this game week, I think, if that's right. Some other Tuesday news that I might have missed here. Jalen Suggs is questionable. He missed yesterday's game. Paolo Banchero has already been ruled out. For the Lakers, Rui and Marcus Smart are both expected to play. LeBron might be back on Tuesday. We might get LeBron James. We might get him back. So that's kind of the news here. Oh, Joakim just bought him. Oh, man. Nuggets blow out OKC. OKC blowout. T-Wolves blowout. Yeah, it seems like we're going to have a lot of blowouts. Yeah, it does. That's why I got 1 million Toronto Raptors, man. So excuse me. All right, let's go. I think top tier is working a little bit better now. Because what we're going to do is go over the projections. Then I'm going to build my lineup. We got plenty of time to get to your questions. Then I'm going to try to build what is going for 5K. All right. Because we got to build our 5K lineup. And I think we got a shot. And I think the biggest challenge is going to be figuring out which Knicks we're going for. And then we've got some other guys. I mentioned our guy DJ Local, #DJ Local, is doing the giveaway today, which is pretty sick. It's got the Dominic Barlow, which is fun. Let's do a cap less than or equal to 20, and let's see what some of these best values here that are pop, locking, and dropping. So Brandon Williams got a little bit of a boost there. Brandon Williams did get a big boost for under 20. He's got a cap of 20, projects for 31. John Collins is down there. Now, both of these guys have 2 games this game week. Herb Jones is down here. Let's actually sort by projection. Excuse me. Clarkson and Douchey McBride. Those are the 2 guys that are projecting the best in this range. Cap of 15 and a projection of 37 for Clarkson. McBride, cap of 18 with a projection of 34. I don't know how I'm going to approach this yet. I'm really still thinking through it in real time. I love that the Knicks are shorthanded and playing Miami. I'm really interested in Cat. I'm really interested in Bridges and Hart and the whole gang. Yeah, there we go. It's Hershey's liking Knicks ball there. We got Dominic Barlow, who I mentioned, cap of 11. He projects for 30. This is a high projection. Vince Williams Jr. is another one. I didn't bring this up. John Moran, I believe, is going to miss at least a week. Grizzlies season from hell continues. Thoughts and prayers to our guy Joker Rock. Landry Shamet face. That's a pretty high projection. Listen, Landry Shamet scored 36 real points. I law of averages. That can't happen again, right? We've got Bogey, cap of 16 with a projection of 28. I honestly like Bogdan quite a bit. He was the one that got the most minutes once the injury stuff came down. We just don't know. We don't know if he's going to go. Timmy Hardaway Jr., he gets a bigger boost, I think. He's going to cap a 19 with a projection of 28. If Cam Johnson misses or Julian Strother, Tristan Da Silva's down there. You got Peyton Watson, Bruce Brown, a lot of the same names, but not a ton of value once we get past the Knicks. When we go by straight projections, so they still have Wemby projecting here. Obviously, he's not going to be in there. Dude, I'm just going to say it. Cade isn't playing, right? Weird for all this Pistons news and nothing on him. I mean, I completely faded Cade today outside of 3rd round Cade Cunningham. I have a couple of picks, 16s and 17s. I watched the ETR show with Mike Gallagher talking about who is practicing and whatnot. I think Cade's not playing, but I mean, I've been super wrong on this stuff, just time and time again. So who knows? We got a game time decision. Did that just come out? Game time decision. There you go. Right on cue. Right on cue. Man. All right. We'll have to, man. That's going to be brutal. That's going to be brutal for my bags. All right. So just straight projections here. Jokic and Giannis, the clear 2 MVPs here. Lakers only having 1 game limits Luka Magic a little bit. Maxey down here, they have 3 games. Maxey's been awesome this year. There's no reason he can't surpass 60. I like that. Cade, if he goes, is great. My guess, the reason so Detroit is on the front end of a back-to-back. Tomorrow they play the Atlanta Hawks. I kind of feel like you just save them for Atlanta, right? You save them for Atlanta. Wait, hold on. Did we just get an update that he's playing or? Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I got a DM. I can't tell if somebody was vibing or not. Yeah, I do think Grimes is a great call too. I think Grimes is a great call. You're right. We did say Luka, and even though we're probably not going to play him, sure. Luka Magic. All right, so supposedly the coach said Cade is trending in the right direction. So what we might do right now is adjust the ranks a little bit here in real time, and then just kind of run the last 25 because we have time. Maybe we do 10 of them right now. I know this probably isn't fun for you guys, but we haven't been really messing with Cade at all. So maybe we do that, and then we do that. Why don't we do? Yeah. Let's just fire, and let's just fire 10. See what happens. See what happens with these 10. We'll get Jenkins down here. Man, we're gonna take a fat L tonight, but that 3rd round Cade is gonna be sexy. The 3rd round Cade is gonna be sexy as hell, and that's what I'm banking on here. We're gonna make sure we auto draft these. Sorry, guys. Sorry. And then we're going to go build my lineups. We're going to go build my lineups. Now, let me catch up with the chat. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I think beef stew's fine. Beef stew is fine. Not my favorite, but I think you can do it. I do like Fox. He's going to... Hey, don't worry. We're not getting to questions yet. Don't jump that gun. All right, so if I go to my collection, what's Cornette projecting right now? So Cornette projects for 24. Man, his cap's too high. He projects for 24, but is Wemby still projecting? Let's see what they have. Okay, they haven't projected for 0 now. Okay, so now they got Cornette for 24. Okay. So if I just look at this is the lineup builder, right? If I just go to limited and let's go to champ and let's see what that gives us. So this tells us to play Jokic, Clarkson, Nembhard, Ant-Man, Harden. How do we feel about that? Yeah, this is for sure, Paul. I don't know if that was just reported, but yes, of course, he is going to have one. Was that just reported? Yeah, he will. I got to tell you, man, if he doesn't play, and he's still a game time decision, if he doesn't play, man, Grimes is like a really fun click. Grimes is already a pretty fun click. I'm actually going to do that. We're going to get Grimes in this run. Yeah, that's going to hurt. This Cade stuff is going to get bad. You want to get I kind of want to get Cat in there too. I want to get Cat in there too. That actually looks good. Just got to decide on Cade. I know. I'm going to do some hand building stuff. A lot of people have been asking about Justin Edwards. I mean, like, I guess if Paul George doesn't play, then I'm more interested in this. But they've got a lot of guys right now. Justin Edwards has a cap of 11 with a projection of 17. So let's go over to So Rare. Also, I haven't gotten enough updates here that people were subscribing to. Not enough people are subscribing to the newsletter. So come on, guys. There's like 100 of you watching this right now. So I'm going to share the link. Everybody go subscribe. It's Hershey said there's a new update on Paul George. Is it newer than Paul George is going to play? What's the new update? The last update I have is a game time decision. That's all I got. All right. So let's go see if we can build a lineup here. Let's go see if we can build a lineup over on So Rare. This is me seeing if Cease had a card. All right, so this is for 5K. We got to figure this out. Now. There we go. Now I got one. Now I got a notification. Let's see who it was. Let's see who gets a little bit of love. Let's see who gets some love. Oh, now we're getting them coming in. We got golden one maybe. Chili Willie, let's go. Kyle Burns, that's what I'm talking about. More of that shit. All right, sorry for bullying. Landry Shamet. Yeah, Shamet's available too. I do like Fox. I think Fox is a good play. They do have 2 games, right? What's Fox's cap? I'm going to just read the projection out here. So Fox has a cap at 31 with a projection at 36, man. What's his price point? I might scoop one up. But let's I'm sharing the wrong. All right, hold on. Let's go over here. So if we build this champ lineup, now I think there's ways to start with Jokic. I think we can start with Jokic and Giannis, right? I mean, we can if we wanted to, but let's say we do Cat instead. Because we really do like Cat. We talked about Barlow, who we do own. We own Barlow. We own Barlow. One of them we're giving away. Now that leaves us with 32 the rest of the way. Now, is there anybody for 5? I mean, 5 would be sick, right? 5 would be sick if there was. I don't think so. I don't think we have one. Let me see what you can't see this, but I'm just curious if top tier had anything less than or equal to 5 that slapped. I don't think they will. Gary Harris is the highest one. All right, so we're not doing this. People saying Cole. I don't think we're doing Kolek. I don't think so. I don't think that's enough. I don't think it's enough. Yeah, we're not doing it. We're just gonna not do it. We'll let's get Giannis out of that. So that leaves us with a 32 average. Now, I think it's going to be Knicks. I think it's going to be the Knicks. If we did James Harden, that would leave us with 21, and we could get to Mitch Robb, Luke Cornett. We're talking about Luke Cornett. I don't think we're going to do it. John Collins is somebody that's a little bit interesting. They have 2 games. You could get there if you wanted to. Vit Krejci actually is pretty fascinating right now. So let me You need Sabonis for 35. Is that how many games do the Kings have? Sabonis didn't seem to be popping though, did he? Did I miss that? Oh yeah, Sabonis does pop. I think the Cornet might be a little. I'm still going to use Cornet, but in my main lineup, I don't think it is the way to go. Because I'm gonna listen. Can I just run this by you one more time? So I mean these are all questionable tags. But Onyeka, Kongwu, Risache, and Porzingis, they're already without Trae Young. I mean Krejci, so if I plugged in Krejci, what does that leave us? Edwards over Harden, given a bit more to play with, maybe. What if I put Krejci in there? Now I'd have to go buy one because that would leave us with 45, and that gets you to book with one game. Jalen, I mean, this is pretty spicy. Krejci fills it up too, and then you throw Jalen Johnson in there. Anybody? This is spicy, right? Yeah, Maxey in the mix with Anticope. Yeah, I think so. I think it is. I think this is spicy, guys. We might get a Krejci right now, since we've got a little left over. I took $800 off So Rare this morning after we won the 1K. Left myself a little something on there. Let's and I don't think people are on Krejci yet. I kind of think this is a good take here. Who are and Atlanta plays Detroit. Detroit, not really the pace up spot we're looking for here. But let's see, what's the Krejci price? Oh yeah, it's only $7. People are asleep at the wheel. All right, we're gonna do it. I honestly think this is a great lineup. I think this is a great lineup. You would trust the Q. What do you mean you would what does that mean? What do you mean you would not trust in what direction would you not trust the Q tags? Yeah, I'm buying the Krejci right now. I think it. I think I like this here. I think I like this. Yeah, DJP, remember I was saying it out loud. DJP, are you listening? I was saying I was buying. It was $7. I even was like, I was telling you the price in real time, baby. Let's see. Let's do this again. Let's get Vit in here. I really like this. I really like this right here. Barlow, Jokic, Towns, Jalen Johnson, Krejci. Let's do it. Let's do it. Reveal JJ could be an extra 5%. All right. How do I live without me? How do I reveal? Do I have to do it in my cards here? Let's see. Do I have to do it here? And then we're going to build some other ones because we still haven't used like our Knicks stuff appropriately. Reveal. Let's reveal together, guys. Come on. What the fuck? Just reveal them all. Reveal. Jericho Sims, Aaron Gordon. Oh, Christian Brown, Russell Westbrook. Oh, boo. Okay. Well, we got one. All right, let's go back here. Let's build a few more lineups. Aiden versus Nurk, Battle of the Bums. Edwards and don't worry, we'll get to the questions here. Wait, you said Edwards and Bane over? No, I actually disagree. Oh, you're talking about Anthony Edwards. I actually don't think that's true. I think I like Jalen Johnson better than Anthony Edwards right now. From a fantasy perspective, obviously not as a baller, but as a fantasy perspective, that's where I land. Good news is we get to build 3 of these bad boys. So let's do another one. This one here, I think we can go. Man, I wanted to do a double MVP lineup, but I think we throw Giannis in this one. So who are the other people that we were mentioning that we weren't playing? So Clarkson, I think we do throw Clarkson in here. Clarkson's going to give us a 15 spot. And then I do think so. Like, who are some of the other guys you were excited about? We were talking about Harden. The Wemby thing sucks, huh? Ant-Man, people were excited about Ant-Man at a cap of 38 is pretty fun. That leaves us with 33 the rest of the way. I know people were talking about Bane over there. That leaves us with 41 for that last spot. That last spot for 41. Jamal Murray with 2 games. Jaylen Brown with 1 game. I don't really love any of these. I actually like Mikal Bridges the best here. Is there anybody with a cap of 41 that we're sleeping on here that we don't have? Curry's 42, right? So Curry's 42. Fox and Edwards. Yeah, maybe we just buy a Fox. Should we buy a Fox right now? What does a Fox? Hey, let's buy a Fox. Let's see what the price point is on these De'Aaron Foxes. Let's do it. We're going for 5K. We're going to spend money. Oh, there's no in season? Hold on. What's the in season? No in season? $168 for an in-season Fox? You can fuck right off. All right, we'll buy a $13 one instead. Is that John from So Rare price gouging right now? $168 from Instant Buy. You can get the fuck out of here. Do your thing, baby. Do your thing. There we go. Any news about Ty Jerome? I don't think he's ready to go yet. All right, so should I seal Wemby? I don't know, man. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm not the person to ask about sealing stuff. Because maybe it's sealing your fate. All right, Fox right there. That leaves us with 10. What does 10 give us? Oh, wait, does that give us Mikal Bridges? Okay, this is kind of fire here. This is kind of fire. What was this? What's this shit right here? What is this shit right here? Huh? Hold on, let's try that again. Keldon getting more minutes. We're not playing Keldon Johnson. Get out of here, Stan. Grow up, Stan. All right, let's try this refresh again. You guys were hating on this lineup. I think this lineup is fire. All right, let's try that again. I think we're gonna build this champion, and then maybe we'll get a little funky. I forget what was in that team now. So okay, here it is. Thank you for saving it. All right, L. Clarkson, Fox, and Ant-Man. That's fire, right? That is fire. Sabonis instead of Bridges. How much is Sabonis right now? Why does the So Rare page still keep crapping? How much cash do we have left on here? Because I did save this money so I could spend it. Let's see. Let me see how much Sabonis. So you're saying Sabonis instead of Edwards? No, Sabonis instead of Bridges. Yeah, I'm not buying your boner. Pause. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got. Sabonis here is $70. How much do I have left? No, it's not going to happen. And it has to be an in-season, huh, for that one? Kobe Sanders is, I know that. I tried to get some Kobe's. What's the instant buy on Sabonis? All right, let's see. Is it Allen? Is yours the cheapest one? Allen A? If it is the cheapest one, Allen, I'll buy it. If it's the cheapest, oh no, it's not. You're not the cheapest one. Toss is beating you. Oh, yours is 76. I'm not buying yours. You got undercut, bro. Would you rather go for a limited contender streak for 2K Essence or trying to reload on starting? Oh, I don't know. Do you have enough for 5 lineups? I think I have enough for 3 good lineups. 3 good lineups, I think. All right. Let's see. How much? All right, Alan, I'm not going to buy yours. I'm going to buy somebody that has a better one. They all have 5% boost, no? Don't they all have 5? All right, hold on. Let's go look at this together. And then don't worry, guys. I promise by the time we hit the top of the hour here, we'll get into all of your questions and all of that stuff. This is for 5K, all right? This is for 5K. All right, Alan, you're saying that why is yours better than yours is at 76, right? That doesn't this have the same boost, or am I wilding? Does that really does get an extra boost? Okay, so it gets the boost. If that confirms it gets the boost, I'll do it right now. Because I honestly should be giving back to the community, and your bitch ass was out there being like, oh, you should give away something good today because you won something. Alan, just build better lineups, bro. Build better lineups, Alan. Build better. Build big. Build better. Build better lineups, Alan. Alan? All right, I will buy it. All right. All right, Alan. Let's buy your bitch ass card. 5% until week 12. See, Carl, a man of reason. A man of reason has entered the chat. All right, let's buy it now. If somebody else scoops this, I'll kill somebody. Wallet. Can you guys see? Yeah, you can't see that I'm typing stuff, right? All right. We're buying it, Alan. There you go. There you go. There you go. Don't worry, Dominic. We're going to do questions here in a second. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, let's go. Let's go into let's go back into the lab. Let's go back into the lab. So now that I have Bone there, would you guys adjust these? Oh man, I think we got to start over. We got to start over here. I'm sorry, guys. Because I think if we can get Fox and Sabonis in that same right. So if we're still able to start with Jokic, right? And that leaves us with 30 the rest of the way, right? Can we just go Sabonis? So if we go Sabonis, if we go Fox, Jesus Christ. If we go Fox, what does this give us here? Oh, no, we can't go Barlow, but we can go Clarkson. If we go Clarkson, that leaves us 39. So we could do this. What do you guys think about this? Fox, Anthony Edwards, Sabonis, Jokic, and Clarkson. Do we like that better? I know Cat's not in this one, and we can put Cat in the next one. But do you think that's what do we think? What do we think here? Do we like this one? Mike and Bandy forever. Yeah, do we like this one? Well, yeah, no shit if Ant explodes. They all got to explode. We got to get to 300 plus. All right, people are saying yes. I still think my Jalen Johnson one was hot, but okay. All right, let's do it. Let's put Jalen Johnson in the other one. Well, yeah, but like, what other Nick are we throwing in there? Because if it's not Clarkson, right? If we take Clarkson out, that leaves us with 16. I think that gets us to Deuce as well, or is Deuce 18? I can't remember. I think that gets us to, here are our options for 16. So we have Nick Clifford, Mogbo. We got now if Bogdan was going, that's pretty interesting. If Bogdan was ruled in, that is pretty interesting. And then you have Clarkson right here at 15. Yeah, so I think it's just Clarkson right now. But I'm interested in Bogey. I am interested in Bogey there. I think you could do it. Dwight Powell is not the key. I mean, I do have Shamet, but you guys like Shamet more than Clarkson? Is that real? Do people really like Shamet more than Clarkson? Well, I can't use Cat and Barlow. That's a good question because remember, DJP, when you were yelling at me in the chat saying I had 2 non-in seasons? So we can't do it. We can't do it. I think we ride with this one. I think we ride with Clarkson over Shamet face. We're still going to play Shamet. We're going to play him in another one. We got to shoot the moon anyways. We do. And I don't think so rare fantasy points like 2 times in a row. I just don't. So if we build the next one here, let's throw Giannis in there. We do have Nembhard. People were asking for Nemby there. We got Nembhard. We also have Towns, right? We wanted to use Towns. We have Bridges as well. Now that leaves us with 25. I think we have a couple of options in that 25 range if we wanted to. We still haven't used Barlow yet, though. Barlow would allow us to get like a Bridges. Actually, would let us get better than Bridges here. We could get Jamal Murray. I actually think Mikal Bridges is the best play out of all of these. Yeah, maybe let's say Barlow here for a second. I do like Barlow, but let's see what else is available in this 25 range. You have Triple J too with no Ja in these next couple of games. We mentioned Desmond Bain, who's at 26, which would leave us with 24. We also, what does Krejci get us? Because I still do believe in the Krejci. That leaves us with 32. What is 32? Gives us Shaden Sharp, maybe a Nyeka. No, probably can't do it. Probably can't do it. This is tricky. Maybe we just do maybe Barlow and Jamal there. Mathurin is back. All right, we got Mathurin back. That's good. Yeah, Shamet and Harden is a good call. Stephen Harden drop Cat. But yeah, dude, Cat is the best play. So you're saying we can get to Shamet here. Well, Shamet, that's not going to get us to Harden, is it? No. That's not going to get us to Harden. Let me check something quickly. Let me go look at our top tier friends just for a second to make sure I'm not missing any clear value. And again, hopefully you guys think this is helpful. Spurs a mess too with Wemby. So yeah, that is true. Maybe we just go. No, I don't like Risachet if he goes. Wait, did I scoop up a Drummond? Oh, I did. All right, I do like Drummond a lot. Drummond and Bane is pretty solid. I think I mean he's in such actually that's what we're going to do. Drummond and Bane is what we're doing here. This because Drummond is in such a smash spot. And this is probably not going to get to 300, right? But Giannis obviously has 60 plus upside. Cat tonight has 60 plus upside. Drummond should get to 50 at some point in the next 3 games. Bane and Nembhard are a little scary, but I think we're going to do it. So let's confirm that. I like that quite a bit. Now, the other thing we could do here, we do have another Giannis, but then we can't use. I legit think what we're going to try to do now is build our contender. And we'll come back to this. And then I think after I build this contender, I'll deal with some questions and stuff like that too, since we're at 5:45. So we got Barlow. Here. I still have yet to. All right, I didn't play Shamet. I think Shamet's a good play. Oh no, we can't play Shamet. We can play McBride though. I think McBride is a really good play with a cap of 18. Honestly, Hart and Bridges are both really good plays. I think they all are fucking getting there tonight. And normally I wouldn't play like 3 Knicks, but this game against Miami is just like so juicy. And then I think let's build it out like that. Little game stack, man. This is actually kind of fire. I like that this is a game stack. We want a ton of points right there. You can put Classic Bane in. Yeah, I was going to say Bane just in case I did another one, but you're right. Maybe I do use Classic Bane so that we go. I mean, it's definitely SGA over LeBron because LeBron, if he comes back, is going to be playing in some minute restrictions. But yeah, we're going to do a little game stack here. I like this quite a bit. All right, I might take a little break from lineup building here. The other thing I wanted to do before I get into questions actually was to just we're up for a quick play number 3 here. So we're on to round 3, L10s plus 5, right? So let's see what we got here in this Clippers Sixers game. Haven't played James Harden yet, but 48 is a lot, right? And I probably want to use Harden, but this would be a great John Collins spot. I don't plan on playing him because I don't trust him that much. If we look at my Bucks Cavs situation, Ryan Rollins, his cap is pretty high. That would need to get to 41. I don't really love any of these Cavs either that I own. Don't really love any of those. Cole Anthony's been awful. I mean, we could go to Kyle Kuzma. That's pretty dangerous, though. Kyle Kuzma's pretty dangerous, but we could do it. Let's look at some of these other games here. We have Pacers, where Jarris Walker continues to be really bad. I don't think we can trust Jarris Walker, unfortunately. We do have Beef Stew. I think beef stew is kind of interesting. B-ball Paul. B-ball Paul's cap is only 17, but I think Duran's going to be back. I'd actually be more interested in beef stew than B-ball Paul. I don't think it's going to be anybody over here. How do I, isn't there? Oh yeah, there we go. Sorry. Let's go back to, let's look at Knicks and Heat. Is there anybody we haven't used in this game that we could use? Sorry, let me go check the chat here for a second. Use the in-season, what? Everybody's saying use the in-season. Aren't I using the in-season ban right now? And the Magic don't play. What are you talking about? The Magic don't play tonight. What's everybody talking about? Unless am I wiling? Right? The Magic don't play tonight? Unless you're talking about a different line. I don't know. I'm confused. All right. So we still have Norman Powell. I mean, like, dude, who's covering Norman Powell? I honestly, Khalil Ware is a great call here. We're going to go Khalil Ware. Khalil Ware for 34 seems nice. And then we got to find one more here. One more. Well, here we go. Ooh, Super Carl sending a good lineup over. He said I could run out Cat, Jokic, Harden, Cornette, and Barlow. I just don't. I mean, I know Cornette. Cornette's cap's like a little bit higher than I want it to be, but I don't hate it. Let me see if I'm missing anything else here. Hold on. Don't worry. I'll get to the question soon. Yeah, Luka is playing. Luka is playing. So for over here, we have Cockbrenner here. Only needs to get to 31 against. That's interesting. Cockbrenner for 31 is pretty. I like that. Let's keep looking at a few more here. Thunder and Pellies. I honestly don't have to look at that one. Dallas. Okay, I think I own a Najee Marshall. This feels like both of these feel like easy wins here. Brandon Williams too. Fuck it. Let's just do Brandon Williams. Bang. All right, this is what we're rolling out. Brandon Williams, Khalil Ware, Johnny Collins. Just gross stuff. All around. Did they say they said a few weeks, right? Or did a new report come out? Did a new report come out on Wemby? I just saw a few weeks. Did they say 6 weeks? I just saw a few weeks. But all right, hold on. Let's we're going to get into some of your questions here in just one moment. Let's remind the people here that we're doing a giveaway. We're doing a Dominic Barlow giveaway. I'm also going to run the giveaway in 40 minutes because it's a Barlow. It's a Dominic Barlow, and I want you guys to have the opportunity to use said Barlow. So you're going to like the stream. You have to subscribe to the channel, hashtag DJ Local. I'm also going to share a link to the new Substack once again. I appreciate all of those that just joined. Go ahead and join. And I'm also going to take a quick little pee break here. All right. So we'll be right back while you fire in all your stuff. We'll be right back. All right, that's enough of my self-indulgent garbage. Let's get into some of your questions. It's going to be Gary Harris seems to be the one that projects the best. We'll start with Alan's question. Let me go over back to top tier projections. And while I do that, I got to check Underdog too, just to make sure this isn't full here. How much time do we have? This contest is at, let me refresh that quickly. What does that say? 71%. All right. So we still got time for our last 15. Okay, cool. All right, so the question here from our guy, Alan. Thoughts on Scotty Barnes? Yeah, I do like Scotty. I really like Toronto tonight. I feel like no one has given a little bit Toronto any love. I think Scotty Barnes is fine. His cap is high, but I think he can get there in a lot of different ways. So, yeah. We did that one. I would say Kolick over Jett Howard. I don't think you can play Jett Howard. So, Jalen Johnson or Karl Anthony Towns. Listen, I love Jalen Johnson. I do. He's like one of my favorite players right now. Towns is in just the nutted matchup. He projects for 53. Jalen Johnson projects for 45. So it's going to be Cat. You missed my contender hot streak by 3. Brutal. Duren or Franz? I think it's Duren, but I think it is Duren. He projects for 47. Franz projects for 37. So it is Duren. Jimmy Butler and Zubac or Duren and Murray and so which one is it? Is Jimmy Butler and Zubac, or do you want me to pick one of those two? I think it's the second one. It's Duren and Triple J. Duren and Triple J is the direction that I would go there. Firing those questions though, baby, as we continue to wait for some news to come in. I'm really hopeful here that we get this Detroit news. The last thing I'm seeing here is Mathurin available. Oh, we did get the starting lineup. So Kobe Sanders is starting. Wow. Okay. Kobe Sanders is starting. Not available on Top Shot though. I mean, on Top Shot on So Rare though. Correct? I don't think so. Not available. So I don't know what we do about that. That's not helpful, John. I need John to be paying attention. Let's see. How do you feel about Wemby? That sucks. That sucks that Wemby's out. Would you play Cade in weekly? I think Cade is playing tomorrow. If he doesn't play tonight, I think Cade is for sure playing tomorrow. I do. I think he's for sure playing tomorrow. Dort, Clay, Filipowski, Steven. You know what? I'll tell you what we'll fucking do right now. You ask a question like this, I'm going to give you an answer like this. All right? You wanna ask this kind of stuff? I'll give you an answer. Beautiful. All right. Dort projects for 23. Filipowski projects for 18. What was the third one there? Clay. Man, Clay's been rough. I think it is just Dort. Clay projects for 22. 20,2. I think I would go Dort. Yeah, Moody's been balling since moving into the starting lineup. Good shout out there. They have 2 games this game week. He projects for 20, just almost 27. Nembhard is still smashed with Mathurin playing. Yeah, I have a feeling Mathurin's going to play right, but my guess is that he's probably closer to like a 24-minute off the bench. Carlisle usually is a little bit risk averse when it comes to guys coming back from injury. I would take Jalen Johnson over Jalen Duren. Yeah, Sohan, I mean, he gets a boost too with the Cornet stuff, right? He projects for 21. Let's see. Cornet projects for 32. All right, Cornet does project a little bit better, so I need to rethink it a little bit. Brown projects well, but only 1 game against the Nets. That is correct. Who do we think is a better play, Sabonis or Jimmy? I think Sabonis. I mean, what I like about Sabonis is he's got like a pretty good floor because he does everything, right? He projects for 48. Butler projects for 39. So it's not super, super close. Looking to buy an in-season smasher to use regularly, but can't stretch to the top bracket. Who are the next best ones? I would say Maxey. I think Maxey like consistently kicks ass. He might be a little bit priced up because they got 3 games this game week, but Maxey, Cade, I think that range of player is really good. James Harden is going to be considered like a fringe MVP every other week because Kawhi won't play. Rank them: Collins, Cornet, I think I'd rank them like that. John Collins makes me nervous, man. But if we want to just do upside, right? Just do upside. Luke Cornet and Vince Williams are above everybody else. It's those two. They have the best. Luke Cornet and Luke Cornet, Vince Williams. Then right below them is Vit Krejci. I like Vit Krejci a lot, but we need one of those guys to sit. So there's a little bit more nerves in there. And then I'd go Collins. THJ and Cam Johnson are tied to each other, kind of. If they both play, it hurts both of them, you know. And then, well, I think that's Jordan Walsh. Walsh is last. You were listening to DJ question, stepped away from the computer and smiled because we got a confusing lineup question and just assumed it was DJP. Hell yeah. Does Grimes start one of the 3 games, or at least I think he's going to play 30 plus minutes. I do like Quentin Grimes. Yeah, we haven't talked about Josh Hart that much, but he projects well. Cap of 22 projects for 36 and a half. Fire up your Joshy Hart, kid. Let's go. What else do we have? Door reports there. Krejci for sure. Sohan is. We were just looking at. Yeah, that's kind of interesting, Caspi. I mean, Powell projects for 39. So does Butler. I really love this game against the Knicks, and they don't even have OG Anunoby to like slow things down a little bit. So like Mikal Bridges is their only real defender. I'm assuming he gets. I think Jimmy's safer. Powell with a higher upside. I think. Is Kelly O going nuclear? What is Kelly Olynyk's cap here? Yeah, it's too high. No, it's too high. If Kelly O's cap was like 9, 11, never forget, I would have been more interested. Durant or Jaylen Brown play? Yeah, they're both playable. I mean, they only have one game, right? So Durant projects for 35 and Brown projects for 41.9. So obviously they think JB's a little bit safer. But yeah, Pritchard or Khan? I mean, I think I like Khan a little bit more. Pritchard, who's broken out of his slump a little bit, projects for 32. Khan projects for 31 and a half, but at least you get 2 cracks at it. So I think I would lean Khan. Shea projects for 55 in his 2 games. Only concern is like the blowout risk, right? Tonight against the Pelicans, they're favored by like 17 and a half. So it's tough to get a read on it. Sharp or Zubac? A couple of people have asked that question. Sharp projects for 37.9. Zubats projects for 40. I'd go Zubats too, especially if Drew Holiday comes back. LeBron is going to be on a minute restriction. I can't imagine he comes out and plays 35 minutes, so I think it's a bonus there. RJ Barrett or Jaden McDaniels? I think I'd go RJ. RJ projects for 33. Jaden projects for 30, or just about 33 too. I'd take RJ. I really like RJ. Good callback, Ryan. Quentin Grimes. Yeah, I think Grimes is fine, guys. I do. I think Grimes, like, again, no Kelly Oubre, right? So he's going to cap at 30, projects for 35. There's no Oubre. We still don't even know if Paul George is good to go. So I do. I think you can absolutely get to Quentin Grimes. I like him a lot. We got a report that Agbaji was ruled out for tonight. So that's one less guy for the Raps. But anyways, Quentin Grimes I think is good. Scotty or Şengün? Yeah, I think it's going to be Scotty with the multiple games. For me, anyways. If we just scroll down here, let's see the first one that shows up. Scotty Barnes projects for 49.6. The Goon projects for 45. So there you go, Scotty Barnes. You got a cap at 35 left for 2 spots. What do you really like? It's going to be Knicks. Guys. So 35 total, right? So I think you do like a Clarkson and somebody, or a McBride and somebody. You get to Dominic Barlow and somebody. You got to go down there. Pirtle and Ingram, or the piece of shit Bridges and Krejci? Honestly, I think it's the piece of shit in Krejci. I think it is. You're going for 20K. 20K, son. All right, you got Ant, Jokic, Hart. Who else? Well, let's do this. I'll do this for you. Ant, Jokic, Hart. Who else? So if we let's go to the optimal. Let's lock in Jokic, Edwards, and Hart. I have a feeling it's going to spit out Clarkson and somebody. Let's do champion. All right, here we go. What do you mean the cap is too high? It's not too high. My guess is it's going to be Clarkson. Because, I was doing a similar thing, right? Clarkson and somebody. You got to go Zubats because we don't know if Okongwu's playing. Okongwu's got the Q tag. Cornette, Pirtle, and do we know if Bogdan is good to go? Because we got the starting lineup for the Clippers, but did they say anything about Bogdan? Because if Bogdan is in, man, I was mentioning that. I like it. Paul George is probable. All right, Paul George is probable. I don't think we get the Bogdan news. So I don't know, man. I don't know. David, I answered this. You can't play LeBron, or you not over Sabonis. He's going to be on a minute restriction. Arena 75. Yeah, Batum. I think Batum's going to be out there, man. I like Batum's minutes. Nembhard, Drummond, or Bane. I legit think Drummond is the highest upside. I'd rank them Drummond, Bane, Nembhard. Drummond, Bane, Nembhard. Kolek does not project great. I like, by the way, Grimes over Gordon. Grimes over Gordon unless Cam Johnson is out, but I don't think we'll know that in time. Kolek projects for 7. Kolek would have been more interesting if Deuce wasn't playing, but Deuce is back. Pirtle or Nembhard, give me Nemby. Scotty absolutely beast defensively, real defensive player. Okay, all right. Relax. Yeah, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? Let's put you in timeout. We're gonna put you in timeout. Yeah, he already got he got upgraded. You should still Bogdan is on the bench. All right, so Bogey's in. Man, dude, Bogey might be. I don't think Moody's cap is too high. I think he's still playable. Dude, Bogey might be in play, man. Oh, I didn't mean to ban him. Did I just ban David? I was just trying to put him in timeout. I was just trying to put him in timeout. All right. Sometimes you do it. Cooper Flag. Give me Cooper Flag in this one. So Bogey, I think Bogey's in play, guys. All right. They just ruled that in, right? They just ruled that in. Is Kobe? Yeah, but I don't think Kobe Brown is playing, is he? I would take SGA over Luka. Wait, no. I mean, does Kobe Brown have a card? No, Kobe Sanders is starting, right? Kobe Sanders is starting. Yeah, I think Bogey's in play, guys. Banning people like Top Shot, I know. Better 23 play? What do you mean better? Better than who? Better than who, Alberto? You mean a good 23 play? Yeah, I gotta look at this bogey stuff here for a second. Let's go back over to So Rare here for a moment. All right, let's go back over to So Rare for a second. All right, so if we do this, I wonder if we just let's build another champion here. Although I think Bogey is a better contender play, honestly, but let's see if we can do this. So we throw Giannis in there, we throw Bogdan in there. Cap of 16 is pretty fun. That leaves us 33 the rest of the way, right? I thought we used Bridges already. Did we use Barlow? Yeah, we used Barlow. That leaves us 34. That leaves us at 34. Because I do think, like, is there a world in which because we still haven't used Harden yet. That leaves us with 30. Did we use the Knicks? I mean, we used... Oh, shit. Whoops. Let's throw Shaman in there. What does that leave us with? 48? Oh! Jalen Johnson? What about this? This is kind of fun, right? I mean, this is probably not getting there. But what do we think about this? Shamit, Jalen Johnson, Bogey, Giannis, and Harden? What do we think? Can we have fun with this? Nobody in the chat seems to like it. Oh, it's got 2 classics? Oh, that's right. Shit. Okay, but if it didn't have 2 classics, what do we think? What do we think if it didn't have 2 classics? I would take Flag over Vooch, honestly. I would. What do we think? One other thing I wanted to look at too, real quick, is just Denver. I mean, not Denver, Dallas. What do we have for Dallas? That's available. Gafford. We still haven't used Najee Marshall too. I think Najee Marshall is like crazy upside. I don't know. You don't love JJ? Come on. Good ceiling, low floor, but that's what we're doing, right? Is that what we're doing? Just for, we're just trying to get to 1 million. Also, how do you guys not like JJ? Are you guys watching the Hawks? You guys watching Atlanta? Welcome to Atlanta where the players play. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anybody here at 16. Do we just buy another Clarkson? I like Clarkson more than Shamit. Do I have anybody here at 16 that we could sneak in there? Nope. No, I don't. Derek Lively, who's not playing tonight. Play two. Cam. No. Let me just see something quickly here. Let me just see something, Emmanuel, quickly. And then don't worry, we got plenty of time to get into questions. Let's do cap less than or equal to 16. What's old Billy Jackson telling us today? It is Clarkson. It's Clarkson by a lot. Fuck it. I think we just go. We're trying to win 5K, We're trying to win 5K. Real ones know it's Clarkson time. It's Clarkson time. Wow, that's so expensive, though. So maybe not. But we're doing it for the content, right? We're doing it for the content. And we have just enough ETH to do it. So whatever. Clarkson, welcome aboard. Oh, somebody just bought it. Wow. Somebody named Carpa with 3 P's. They stand for penis, piss. That's it. I only got 2. Wow. We got rugged. Thoughts on? I think Chef Curry's fine. Okay, so I didn't ban you. I just put you in timeout. Well, that's good, David. You deserve to be in timeout. I think we can all agree you deserve to. You've been flying a little too close to the sun, David. You and your lawyer. All right, we're gonna scoop up this. Jordan Clarkson, and we're gonna run it out. We need 3 good cracks at this. This is why we play. This is why we play the game. It's Monday. 2 P's is good. Thank you. Might as well just buy the in-season Giannis for 3x the price and sell yours, then use classic. Don't yell at me, Carl. All right, we got it. We're throwing in Clarkson. PayPal's letting me know. All right, Jordan. Honestly, I like this lineup, though. This might be my favorite one. Giannis, Kobe, Harden, JJ, Clarkson. Let's go. So we got 2 Clarkson. We got a Jokic, Sabonis, Fox, Ant, Jordan. Actually, this lineup's fire. Drummond, Cat, Giannis, Nemby, Bane. This is fire. Should we edit this one, though, and put it, like you guys were saying, use the classic instead of this one? Were you guys saying that, right? So that I could use the in-season for... But that's got a 0% boost. Should I really not be doing that? Why do you think? So Flag, they don't have any bigs. I think Flag is going to have to play another 40 minutes. He's their youngest guy. There's no Lively. There's no Gafford. Vooch is on the Bulls are on the toughest back-to-back in basketball, playing in Utah and then going to Denver. They're 15.5-point dogs. I just don't think it. Castle. We knew that, right? We knew Castle was going to be out, right? We knew that. Or I assumed we knew that because he got ruled out. Yeah, the Sadiq Bey downgrade is interesting. That does make Fears a little bit more fun. Wait, what do we think here? Do we think I should just leave the in-season one in there, right? Or should I use the classic so I can use the in-season in another contest? I don't know. I don't know the answer. What about Boehner then? 26 cap still? Yeah, he's good. Use your in-season Bane. Okay, thank you. That's what I was looking for. All right, let's leave Bane in there. Bang. All right, let's build one more contender here. So our first I think we can still use our Luke Cornett, right? We haven't used Luke Cornett, so let's do let's build another contender because we need to keep that streak alive. Although I feel pretty good about that lineup. So we have Cornett that we talked about. I think we could probably use the bogey in this one too because we have a classic bogey that we could use, and that's going to leave us 28 the rest of the way. Is there anybody we're really trying to use here? We have a Norman Powell in season that I like. Cooper Flagg we mentioned. Onyeka with 2 games. Onyeka, man, if we like, no, we got to use Triple J. Triple J, that leaves us 27. Now let's see if there's anybody super cheap here that we haven't used yet. Actually, you know what? We haven't used Shaman, I don't think. So let's use Shaman instead of Bogey. Shaman instead of Bogey leaves us for 29 with the rest of them. Let's see if we have anybody in that like low 20 range that we can get away with. Beef Stew, I feel like is in play. Davion, I don't hate. Cocky Brenna. Duncan Robinson's cap is too high. Wait, no, we haven't used Najee Marshall. I love Najee Marshall. That leaves us 35 for the last spot. We can go Russ to 2 games, Norman Powell 2 games. Cooper Flat. I think we're gonna go Norman Powell here. I think we're gonna go Norman Powell. That's it. This is a pretty fun lineup. That's a pretty fun lineup. Can't use Classic Bane. Can't use Classic Bane because we used Classic Shamit Face. Castle out. Who improves this except Fox? I mean, it's definitely Fox. Champagne is the one who got the start there. Champagne is the one that got the start. Harden and Jaylen Brown. Which Bridges is it? Mr. Hunters, which Bridges? If it's Mikal Bridges, I would say Jalen Johnson and Mikal Bridges. Can't use Classic Bane. We had Shaman in there. Nice try. Nice try. I would take SGA over Luka just because of the 2 games. Oh, wait. Hold on. Do you guys think it is Harrison Barnes? Do you guys think it's Harrison Barnes that is going to get the big boost here? I mean, he did have 20 points in that last game. You know why? You know how he scored 20 points? Do you know how he scored 20 points? He scored 20 points with these hands. With these hands, he did. With these hands. With these hands, he scored 20 points. Everybody sing along, please.
Same hands that work the pain. Same hands I fold in prayer. 12 years and I'm still learning what it means to really care. They see me on the court at night, but that ain't all I am. From Ames to San Antonio, trying to serve a bigger plan. Come on! These hands that give, these hands that live, more than buckets, more than wins. These hands that give, these hands that reach to every child that needs to live. Oh, that's the real hit.
These child that needs to live, man. Child that needs to live. Not like those ones that need to die. Wow. Paul, I don't think you can play Paul George, Blue Tomatoes. I don't think you can. My guess is he plays like 18 to 22 minutes. 18 to 22 minutes. I don't think you can do it. Wait, he has a 0? Paul George has a 0? I'm sorry, what? What? No, he's got a cap at 31. He's got a cap at 31. Yeah, I think he's only going to play a handful of minutes. Give me Chet and Bane over Dante and Rudy. Who do you trust more? Goodwin with 1 game or Keon Ellis with 2? Keon Ellis, but I don't trust either of them. That's actually pretty chill. How good of a player are the Knicks guys, the cheap ones, like must have to win? No, I wouldn't say must have to win. I just, again, man, like if I think these all would have been better plays if Deuce McBride was ruled out. I think the real great plays are Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and Karl Anthony Towns. And then I think we're all taking shots on Jordan. If Jordan Clarkson is efficient, it's Clarkson. If Shamet can knock down open shots, it's Shamet. It's just what I really like. The Miami Heat play as fast as anybody else in the league right now. They scored 270 points combined when they played each other on Friday. No Brunson, no OG. The offense is just a little bit more condensed than it normally is. So, like, if there's a spot to attack, in my opinion, it's like that type of environment, right? But there it is thin. Like Clarkson, McBride, Shamet, they probably all don't get there. So it's not a hundo P. It's not a hundo PG. Hold on, I got to double check the underdog here. I got 15 minutes. I'm going to keep answering questions. We're going to build some ranks here real quick. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Ukulele. Is this on Spotify? I don't think so. These hands here. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to go over to underdog. Keep the questions coming. I think Alex Sarr's cap is a little too high, honestly. That's where I'm at right now. All right, so we're going to assume Cade is in. So we're going to go Jokic, Giannis. I'm going to keep Cat ahead of SGA tonight. We're going to go Maxey, Cade, Harden, Spida, Giddy, Ant. And then we'll go Scotty, Mobley. I'm going to try to get some more Randall, Duran, LaMelo. We'll go Jamal, Siakam, because I just have a ton of Siakam already. And then we're going to go Mikal. We're going to go, I don't have a ton of Kalel Ware, and I'm getting a little bit more excited about Kalel Ware. We're actually going to go Kalel, Miles, Jaime. Then we'll go Zubats and Chet, because I have a ton of them. Then Josh Hart, Storm and Norman. We'll go Cooper. I don't have a ton of Cooper, BI. And then when we get down here, I haven't really been drafting Andrew Wiggins. Maybe that's a mistake. I don't love the Wiggins stuff. I'm way more I don't really want any of these guys down here. I don't have a ton of Pirtle. I want some more IQ and Drummond. I think we're just going to double down. We're going to go Drummond, IQ, Pirtle. And then I wanted some PJ down here. Yeah, Paul. So they have Paul George projected for 23 fantasy points. Let's get some Quinn Grimes. I would John Collins, whatever. Let's just do some weird stuff. Maybe Deuce McBride. Maybe throw some Deuce McBride in there. Hold on, we're getting messages right now. ETR is moving Cade out. Okay. All right, hold on. Are we getting some line movement here? Woo! Are we getting some line movement here? Zion is a game time decision. Hold on. We're going to check something quickly, guys. Sorry, I'm avoiding the chat here, but you can see this happen in real time. Pistons line is favoring the Pacers a little bit. You know what? Fuck it, guys. We're living this. Why do you like Krejci and Vince so much? Krejci because of Risa Shea. Yeah. Risa. Well, it's not just Risa Shea. It's Risa Shea, Onyeka, and Porzingis. If one of those miss, he gets a boost. If two of them miss, it's like a home run. So I just like taking the shot at that. I would take. All right, so you're just saying Hart or Drummond? I would take Hart over Drummond. Duran warming, no Cade yet. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's just take Cade out. This is how the sausage gets made, boys. Let's get Cade out of there. Let's actually boost Duran back up over. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then you know what we're gonna do? Let's get Jenkins in here. Let's live a little. Let's live a little with Jenkins. Let's put Jenkins all the way up here. Let's put him up ahead of everybody. Let's just get a ton of Jenkins in the last run. Let's just have fun. And then sure, whatever. Zion, Trey. That's fine. That gets us to 36. Let's do it, right? This is the last 15. We'll auto this. And let's go. Let's go. You love to see it. Vince is without this John Morant. John Morant's not playing for the next couple of weeks. So he's going to be out there playing most of his minutes he was the one that moved into the starting rotation. I like Vince too, because even if they suck, he's going to play a ton of minutes. So don't give me that LOL either, DJP. I was answering your shit. DJP coming in there with your LOL. Oh, fuck. Oh, unbelievable. Gordon, I think is fine. I like Gordon more if Cam is sitting, Cam Johnson. I don't know how close that game's going to be. What do we think about Cam, Spencer, and Watson? Same thing. Watson is similar to Gordon, where I want Cam Johnson to sit. I think he's going to start. I think he's going to start, but I think he's going to start Watson. So either way, but I like him more if Cam sits. Paul Reed's tough with Dern back because you got Paul Reed back and Beef Stew back. If there's no Asar Thompson, that's okay. That's a little bit of a boost. I'm not going to Paul Reed. Cavs are starting Mitchell, Merrill, Hunter, Mobley, and Allen. All right, what else do we have? Anything else? I can pull up. I feel like I got to keep building lineups here because this is what I always do. I forget to build more lineups. So let's go. All right, so we have 3. Do we have 3 and 3? Is that what we have right now? I feel like do we just try to build another champion in case Luka goes off? Like if Luka goes off, do we just have it just in case? We could throw Luka in there. That leaves us with 30 the rest of the way. Maybe we just do a balanced one. Get Triple J in there. We can get Ware in there. Wait, no, I think I'm using Ware, right? Am I using Ware in something? Yeah, I'm using Ware. So that leaves us with 30 still. Let's see. Did I get an email? Oh, we got a new subscriber. Bagel with Locks. Who is it? Shout out Ross Davis, baby. Shout out Ross Davis. And Matt Ruba. Also, I feel I shouldn't do that just in case I'm doxing people. I'm sorry. Shouldn't just be saying names. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play Onyeka Okongwu, and then let's hope Porzingis sits. Do I have any other Spurs that I'm not playing here? So Wemby, and Bismack Biyombo. Is it Biyombo Cezanne? I don't think so. That leaves us 29 the rest of the way here. Let's see. Croc Brenna, Davion Mitchell. Nas Reed is kind of fun. Nas could absolutely go off this game week. Gafford in his one game against the Bing Bong Boys. They are projecting Ty Jerome to play the second game. I'm not going to go there, though. Oh, wait, I didn't play Krejci after all of that. That leaves us with 40 for the last spot. Jamal Murray. Let's just throw Jamal Murray in there. Who cares? That's what we'll do for the last one. Luka, Onyeka, Triple J, Krejci, Jamal Murray. Let's go. That's fun. All right, let me get back over to top tier before you guys start yelling. And then just a reminder, too, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Wait, is Substack problematic? Is that real? How did I not know that? Hey, I just answered this, I think, didn't I? Josh Hart. Give me Josh Hart. I do have Luke Cornett. I'm already playing Luke Cornett. Luke Cornett's a great play. They just took off the Pistons game from DraftKings. Dennis Jenkins. Let's go. Wait, tell me about Substack. What do I not know about Substack? I kind of like it. That's a bummer. I was kind of excited to move some stuff over there. Not move some stuff over there, but I'm enjoying messing around with it. Somebody's asked about Olynyk. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier. Olynyk's cap is just a little too high. I think it's fine. I think you could play Olynyk. Don't let me talk you off of it. What's going on with top tier projections? You see this? What's going on? Brother. Oh, wait. Let's see. Let's try this again. Olynyk projects for just above his cap. So it's not my favorite. But I get it. Okay. Yeah. Let me know. Just DM me, whatever. There we go. Borland in the house. Let's go. Mike, Lonzo Ball for a quick +5. What's Lonzo's cap right now? Lonzo's regular season minutes are tough, man. There's risk there. He's going to cap at 19 and projects for 20. That's the full game week. So there's definitely some risk there. Have we got Harrison? Yes, you missed it. You know what? You want to know what, though, Borland, for you, we'll do it again. Let's go back over. No one's going to be mad about that, right? Well, let's do an injury refresh first here. There we go. So still nothing there. And let's do it. Oh, wait.
Same hands that work the pain, same hands I fold in prayer 12 years and I'm still
Not
learning
yet, Timo. Not
what
yet.
it means to really care. They see me on the court at night, but that ain't all I am. From Ames to San Antonio, trying to serve a bigger plan. These hands that give, these hands that live, more than buckets, more than wins. These hands that give, these hands that reach to every child that needs to live.
Every child
That's
that
the
needs
real
to
gift.
live. Oh, man. Just banger central. Banger central. Yeah, there's no Cade news yet. No Cade news yet. But it does seem like it's trending that way, where the books have taken the game off of the books here. It's off of the books. So we'll have to, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It would be funnier if it was Draymond. I don't think we have a Detroit starting five yet. Last update we had was the Cavs. I don't think we have a Detroit starting five. I don't think we do. Kate didn't warm up, though. God, he didn't warm up. I would love to be right one time. Oh, dude, honestly, I would. I'm very excited for Las Vegas, by the way. If you guys aren't coming out to the Emirates Cup, we will be out there. Friday the 12th through the championship. All right, hold on. Let's see. What else we got? I got one more, please. Bogey, Wendell Carter, or Smart. I mean, it's Smart, Brandon Williams. Wendell Carter. No, Bogey, Wendell Carter. That's right. We'll be out there for the Emirates Cup. Do you think Cat can be an MVP on this game week? I do. I think Cat, outside of Jokic and Giannis, I think Cat is going to be the third highest scorer on this slate. Paid. Do you think Jaden McDaniels is way too thin tonight? I love Jaden McDaniels when Ant-Man's not playing. I don't think it's way too thin. I'm just having a tough time getting to anybody that's not Andre Drummond, a Toronto Raptor, or Dennis Jenkins. That's kind of where I've lived today. I also just think Minnesota kills them. But all right, what do we think, Giddey or Harden? For this game week here, I think Harden's going to project better. Giddey, I'm nervous about tonight. They played a ton of minutes last night. He projects for 50. Harden projects for 56. So I don't love that. Again, I mentioned this earlier about Vooch. They're on the hardest back-to-back in the business of going to Denver on the second end. So I'm trying to get Jenkins, and people are taking the clock way down the whole way. Yeah, that's what happens at the end. I know it's a pain in the ass. Mike, you would have been perfect in the Hangover movies, dude. Thank you, man. But I would have been, I think, based on like casting types, I probably would have been the guy. I would have been the guy that is lost, right? Like that is introduced at the beginning and then you don't see him for the rest. Let's go. Oh man, Honey Badger sent over the Substack stuff. I can already tell this is going to be a bummer. That's too bad. All right, so I'm waiting for one draft to finish on Underdog. I'm just going to give you guys. This is what I'm sitting on right now. For projection. I mean, for ownership. It looks like we are going to be. Oh wait, no, hold on. That didn't sync up. What's going on here? Hold on 1 second. Why is it not updating? 1 sec. I'm gonna update it, but I'm gonna have a lot of Josh Hart. I'm gonna have a lot of Andre Drummond tonight. Kate is out. Shoe dropping soon. Is that real? Oh, Asar is out. Asar is out. Asar and Kate are out. Woo! Let's go. Jalen Duren's available. All right, I don't know why my shit's not updating here yet. These hands have that give. I think we're gonna run kind of pure today, boys and girls. We have. Let's see if I can check some exposures. If I can check some exposures, I'd love to share them with you. Oh man, that's huge. We needed that. We've gotten every fucking injury thing wrong the last couple of weeks. Yeah, Duran should be cooking. Moody and Ant or Cat and Clarkson. I would go Cat and Clarkson. For sure. George is starting. Which George? Which George is that? Also, my computer is tweaking hard right now. Oh, Paul George. There we go. Wow. All right, I want to see. Let's see. Okay, I have my ownerships updated. You guys ready for this? I don't know if you guys give a shit about this, but I'll give it to you anyways. Karras Levert time. I don't know, man. They just haven't messed with Karras's minutes. Like even when when everybody's been out, Karras is still playing the same amount of minutes. I'm more interested in Jenkins, which I know probably isn't helping. Javonte Green, yeah, I do think Javonte Green can get there. Oh, man, if I would say fears if we think Sadiq Bey is out. Should I switch Jalen? I don't know, man. I like Jalen Johnson more than Jalen Duren, but it's close. It's close. All right, these are what we got here. We got Hart at 37, Bridges at 34, Mitchell at 29, Drummond at 27, Duren at 26, Cat at 25, Siakam 24, IQ 23, Maxey 21, Edwards 21. Look at that, Jenkins 17. We're gonna screenshot that. 7. That's sick. Harden 6. All right, we did good. Let's look at the Pistons just in general. Dude, 17% Jenkins is fucking sicko. Let's go. Let's get one right. I was talking about Paul Reed a second ago. I don't think you can get to Paul Reed. Well, no, you can. But just know that Beef Stew is back. Duren is back. So Paul Reed is now the third one. I do think Asar Thompson being out, that presents some opportunity for them to get a little bit more minutes. But it's very thin. I legit would take Maxey over Luka with the 3 games. Yeah, Ibrahim, we can go back over to top tier. Let's do another run at it. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Let's do a quick refresh here. All right, let's go. All right. Oh, my dog. I don't know if you guys can. My dog is going. We took him to like a doggy type birthday yesterday, like for a neighbor's dog who he's become friendly with, and it's just like he's just not used to being social. He's like his dad. Great stuff. All right, let's go. 15. All right, so we want to cap at 15. It's still going to be a lot of the Knicks guys, I think. Let's see. We've got Clarkson is still number 1. Cam Johnson, if he plays, pops. Naquan Tomlin, I don't know who that is. Dean Wade's over here. Time Lord. Wait, let's look by projection. Sorry. All right, Clarkson, Barlow, Shamit Face, then Cam Johnson. Wow, Jordan Walsh still projects pretty well, which is making me think I got to make another contending lineup here. Oh, you know what we have to do? I'm so sorry. I gotta do a giveaway here. I got to do the giveaway because it's a Dominic Barlow, and I want to get it to this person before it's too late. Yeah, thank you, DJ P. We're gonna do that right now. Vince Williams or KCP? It's Vince Williams by a million, Ben. It's Vince Williams by a million. KCP, sucky. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Last call. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. #DJ Local. Also, please, if you haven't done it yet, I'm going to share this one more time. I am going to be writing up. This is helpful for So Rare and for Underdog and for whatever you do. I'm going to be writing up a post every single morning, Eastern time. Probably it'll go out before 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. every morning. And it's going to be a breakdown of every single of the NBA slate. It'll give you all the injury news, back-to-back stuff, and just a couple of slants or takes for the day. The more the merrier over there. Oh, wait. Yeah. Can you DM me if you haven't done it yet? If you haven't done it yet, please DM me. Because I'm still waiting for that. But yeah, go subscribe to that if you haven't done it yet. I just dropped the link into the chat again. I appreciate all of the love that's been going over there. And then, yeah, it's going to be a quick, like a 5 to 7 minute read every morning, hopefully with some yucks in there too, some jokes. Man, Danis Jenkins, let's go. 17% Jenkins is pretty fun. Yeah, we'll give this away. I'll do some last minute questions, then we'll wrap up here in a moment because I need to get my shit in order here before we call it quits. You know what I'm saying? Before we call it quits. So let's do it. We're up to 90 entrants. Do we have everybody here? Do we have everybody? We got a new subscriber. Shout out Abba. Shout out Abba. We'll wait for one. Also, shout out our guy DJ Local, by the way, for making this happen today and giving out the Barlow. He's the GOAT. So we're not going to be able to get a good Krejci projection. Just so you know, Alan, Krejci's not going to be a guy that projects well. This is a take. I think one of, if not two, of Onyeka, Porzingis, who's in trade rumors, and Risashe, who got hurt last game. I think one or two of those guys miss. If that happens, Krejci bombs. Like Krejci projects well, but we're not going to have the projection, so it's not useful. All right, here. Yeah, that's my take. My take is Risashe does not play and Porzingis does not play. If that happens, I think Onyeka is a good play, but way riskier because he's queued up. But I think Krejci is the one that gets all the minutes. Nickeil Alexander-Walker should also get a shout, but I think Krejci, who has a cap of 19, will get to 38 so rare points. There you go, 38. Let's spin it. Let's spin this thing. If you win, shoot me a DM right now. Shoot me a DM right now so I can get you this thing before lock, because we've got 12 minutes here. We got 12 minutes, and it's going to Carl, Super Carl. What's your? I'll DM you, Carl. I'll DM you. There we go. Oh, shut up. Okay, I got that rare Jalen Johnson's coming to you. Not till after the stream though. Super Carl, you still here? What's your so rare handle? I just DM'd you on the Discord so I can send you that so you can play it. Although knowing Carl, he's like, I already own 10 of them. Sorry, I already own 10. Wait, that wasn't you that asked the... That was you. What do you mean that was... Oh, you mean it wasn't you. Carl, yeah, DM me so I can get that over to you. And people are saying rigged. It's rigged. The people are saying this big, beautiful bill is rigged. They're saying that in the early 2000s, I was out there going, on big, beautiful bill. These hands that give. Oh, man. Guys, you could be watching just other stuff. But here you are. I don't even care. If you didn't think that was funny. This is why I do this. Also, I am just remembering that we're streaming on the So Rare channel right now. Oh, man. So good. Carl, wait, did you DM me? You did. Super Carl. All right, it's just your name. All right, Super Carl, sending this to you right now. Shout out DJ Local, by the way. He's the one that made this happen. It's so cool when other people in the community give back. We love to see it. All right, let me make sure I'm not sending you the one that's in my lineup. I'm sending you the one that DJ Local sent me. There we go. Floor price of $480. You can flip that shit as fast as you can. All right, here we go. Super Carl. Just sent it over. And then I'm going to spin it one more time. I'll spin it one more time, give away something of my own. And we'll try to get those over to you shortly. Have we done account reviews of our ball? No, we do. We got to do ballers. You got to do ballers. Jalen Johnson or Scotty Barnes? Give me Jalen Johnson. I'm a Jalen Johnson truther. Yeah, not enough people reacting to what I just did there. All right, let's spin it one more time, and then we'll wrap up here. Appreciate everybody for hanging out on a Monday. Make sure you check out the NBA Bit Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. We'll be back right here on Friday at 5 p.m. And it's going to, Art Jones Design. Hey, Art Jones Design, can you design a bagel with locks thing for me? I'll give you a good card. If you can do it, Art Jones. Shoot me a DM so we can get that to you. So we can get you that giveaway. What was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah, we'll be back on Friday. We got to figure out the holiday week next week, but I don't think that's gonna mess up anything. Gonzalo says pick one option for today's daily limited: Giddey, Bogdan, and Barlow, or Zubac, Hart, and Drummond. Zubats, Hart, and Drummond. Why does it have to be one or the other, though, for the daily limited? Oh, wait, that's different. I got you. Yeah, the second one. I'm nervous about Giddey tonight. I feel like that game could get on our hand. Draymond lyrics, these hands that beat, these hands that follow. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, dudes. Thanks for hanging out. Best of luck. For those of you on streaking, I hope I'm here on Friday with if I'm here, I tell you what. If we're here on Friday and my lineup gets to 5K, we're giving away. Well, I'll let the chat decide, but it'll be either a Jokic, a Wemby, or a Giannis in-season card. All right? So if we get to streak 5, if we complete the streak, a Jokic, a Wemby, or a Giannis, all right? We're giving it away. We did get a doggy shot. He just rolled over. He's done for the day, though. All right? You're going to start a Scottish countryside Substack called Bagels and Locks. That's pretty good, too. Not rare. It's going to be limited. Shut up. It's going to be limited, you psychos. It's going to be limited. But, yeah, we're going to do it. So let's beat the streak. And if we don't beat the streak, let's all email John. We'll be back on Friday. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you at the NBA Bit tomorrow morning. Get out there. Win some stuff. Good luck, Alan. Specifically, Alan. Good luck, because I don't want you DMing me bullshit. All right, we're out.